Everyone is different. The 2020 Global Education Monitoring Report on Inclusion and Education believes that education is strongest when it embraces diversity. Learners should not have to adapt to the system. Instead, education systems should adapt to their needs. When students do not feel welcome in school, they are less likely to learn. This is everyone's loss. But a belief in the right to education is a belief in inclusion. Children have different learning speeds and needs. They need curricula that are flexible, creative, and relevant.
Since I'm studying in an integration school, which is like we would mix up with the normal students, so there are some challenges that we face during our classes. Like for example, the teacher will teach like how they teach a normal student. So me being a visual impaired student, like have some difficulties in catching up with what the teacher teach. Sometimes it might be like very fast, so I could not write my notes or do the exercise on time. So with the help of my partners, like the sighted friends, they could like help me to tell what's the teacher wrote on the whiteboard, or help me to read back the notes so that I could catch up with what is going on in the class.
Di St. John's Institution Kuala Lumpur, program integrasi ini bermula lebih awal sejak 1966 lagi. Program pendidikan khas integrasi PPKI ini antara lain pelajar OKU berpasangan dengan pelajar normal. Matlamatnya mahu membantu mereka dalam kelas. Sistem direka untuk mereka atasi masalah penglihatan dalam kelas selain menyediakan pelajar OKU berintegrasi dalam masyarakat. Sementara itu, cara terbaik bagi mendorong pelajar tersebut ialah melalui bimbingan guru yang turut alami masalah penglihatan.
Mereka sangat gembira di sekolah ini sebab mereka dapat bersama dengan pelajar-pelajar yang biasa, pelajar-pelajar harian, dan mereka bergaul dengan mereka dengan sangat baik dan tidak nampak ada apa-apa kecacatan pada mereka.
اسمي أبو كامل، عمري 11 سنة. غير عن أي طفل أو تلميذ غيري. كل يوم بيجي مع بابا بالسيارة على المدرسة، بكون محمسة ومبسوطة كتير لأنه التلاميذ والمعلمات ما بيحسسوني إنه في شيء مميز عن رفقاتي. الدمج هو اختلاط التلاميذ اللي عندهم أي إعاقة إن كان بصرية أو غيرها مع أنهم يندمجوا بمدرسة عادية مع التلاميذ الآخرين وهن مثلهم متساويين. في كتير ناس عندهم صعوبات بسيطة وفيهم يتعلموا، بس هيدي الصعوبات عم تمنعهم إنه يكونوا معنا بالمدارس مثل أي شخص تاني. اللي عندهم إعاقة صعبة أو سهلة لازم يتحمسوا ليجوا على المدرسة. تعليم حق لجميع الأشخاص إن كان اللي عندهم صعوبة أو ما عندهم.
My class specifically, we utilize the room once a day for a 30-minute break.
First thing that they do is go on the ball and they bounce to a metronome. It's really a way to ground them into the space and give them some sensory input before we have them go out into the room.
Teachers can differentiate their instruction by individualizing what students need to learn or how they will learn it. Teachers can also differentiate by allowing students to select different learning activities or culminating projects to demonstrate or apply what they have learned. Simply put, teachers differentiate instruction when they do whatever it takes to accommodate various learning styles and preferences.
So what do these tasks look like? Well, a task can be pretty much anything. It could be a puzzle, a game, a worksheet, a toy, basically anything that the child finds interesting and a little bit challenging.
So I am here in my classroom. This is my work laptop, but my plan is to be able to put up the typical slides that I use in my classrooms every year, which have timers and have like our first then. As I'm making this video, I've been organizing everything in order to show you, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So for this small room, it fits. So I kind of made them like staggered on purpose so that there'd be more space. So not only are they 6 feet apart, they can also accommodate like a divider if we need to. One of the good things about it was that these desks are huge, so they're super wide. So I think that even kind of gives a little bit more of like a buffer. So if a kid is sitting here, don't mind my face shield, then they have a little bit of space around them. So if a teacher comes up, we're not right all up in their business. And so I've been really excited about it. So if I'm standing from the front, so here's the front, you can kind of span. So I can see 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have one group table, which this middle seat, I won't use this chair. I'll probably only use the side chairs.
So there's the curriculum aspect, but I'm also kind of trying to think long range and with the families looking at, okay, where are these kids going like high school and beyond the rest of their life? The advantage special ed teachers have is we get so close to the family and we work so hard with certain students every day that you can't not have an emotional relationship with these families and kids. Sometimes it's really difficult for special ed or school settings to be like, okay, go talk to this person. But if you don't have like a common ground, it's pretty difficult. And I think when I thought to bring Coffee Cart to Lawton, I just really thought there could be nothing better to like improve our community and give the kids in my class like more opportunity to become part of the greater school community. So Coffee Cart's kind of cool because we're creating that community within our school and it's mobile. So my students are getting out of the classroom. They're being seen as like very productive, contributing members of our school. So at the start of the year, most of the other teachers they knew of my students, but they didn't know their name or didn't really know their abilities or personalities. And so now at this point, now that we're at the end of the year, teachers know all of my students' names. They know what they like to do. They kind of know how they are. They're incredibly charismatic. There's something about each and every one of them that, makes you want to like talk to them more or see them more. Coffee Cart is such a special, unique thing that no other students get to do, so they kind of big man on campus kind of thing. They really like it and feel important when they do it. I see so much in them and kids with disabilities in general, so when I hear people kind of, even unintentionally put them down or not expect the best, it's hard.
Today is the outside of the website.
Okay, so you have your website. This is the square. So what is that? Is it the types of browsers or the browser window?
Browser window.
Browser window. It shows up as a square or a rectangle. Right. Excellent. That's participation point. Which one of those do you think is the proper URL? Go ahead, show me which one. Good. You got it.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Does the browser window help you move from one page to a different web page?
Yeah.
Yes, excellent. Fantastic, Christian. Ready? You. Now you do the R. There you go. Excellent.
Inclusive education is not solely the responsibility of the school. Family also play an equal role in the inclusion of their children in education as well as in the society. Family involvement is an important predictor of child success, especially children with disabilities. The level of family involvement in their child's education might vary in accordance with the opportunities that the education system make available to them. In the case of children with disabilities, the willingness of the family to engage in educational activities might be influenced by various factors like type of disability, severity of the condition, parents' educational status, family's socio-economic status, and the nature of parent-child relationship. We all know community is a social unit in which a group of people living in the same place interact with each other and have certain attitudes and interests in common. Persons with disabilities may need support from the community members to fully participate in the community activities. Community inclusion is the right of every individual with disabilities. Community inclusion provides them the opportunity to live in the community and take part in all community activities like everyone else in the community. It also allows individuals with disabilities to make and maintain meaningful relationship with the community members, respect and valued by other community members.